name is Marcus McMillan, and I'm the campus president. I'm so excited to be here today so that we can all celebrate some great accomplishments. But before we get started, just to ensure that everyone has a pleasant and enjoyable experience, I'd like to ask you to do a couple things for me. Okay, number one is let's double check and make sure we're on silent on your phones. Also, you'll notice that once we get started, there'll be people moving around in the aisles. Make sure that we keep the aisles open for people to move. And then also, as we're doing the medals and everything up here on the stage, if you wouldn't mind, be cognizant of where other people are who might be trying to take pictures of their family, and let's not block that for other people. But having said all of that, I want to get everybody prepared for today. We're going to have our graduates come in just a few minutes. And by the way, we are live streaming this for today. So for people who can't make it to Austin, so we're really proud that everybody can be here. So having said all of that, now may I ask everyone to please rise so that we can welcome our graduates. So let's all please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Instructors, honored guests, family members, and others joining us via our live internet feed today. I warmly welcome you and declare the commencement exercises of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts officially open. Graduates, we're also incredibly proud of you today. You know, all of you had to persevere like no other graduates before. I mean, it's been 2 years since our lives were turned upside down by this COVID-19 virus. And I'm so thankful that we're now able to gather in groups together like this today and celebrate your great accomplishments here. You demonstrated incredible dedication completing your goal of graduation. As we saw in 2020 and 2021, many students abandoned their dreams when things got tough. And I say congratulations to all of you who never gave up. You won't regret it. You will go far, and you will go far with that type of determination and grit. You're going to be well positioned to take advantage of the huge demand that's in our country right now for culinary and pastry arts. I'm confident that you're going to be real successful in these years to come, and you're going to be on the cutting edge of the growth in the hospitality industry. So I just want to say congratulations. You've earned everything you've gotten. You know, Auguste Escoffier served in the French army during the Franco-Prussian War in the late 1800s. He was recruited to cook for Marshal Auchelay-Bazin and was actually taken prisoner after a lengthy siege at Metz. Escoffier's time in the military had a profound impact on how he approached kitchen operations and ultimately led to his creation of the brigade system, which is still in use today. At this time, we would like to honor all of the veterans that are here with us today. Would all the veterans in the audience please rise? Thank you so much for your service. I would now like to recognize the people that worked hand in hand with you, mentoring you through your programs. First of all, I'd like to introduce, and would the general education instructors please rise? And now would our chef instructors please rise? Finally, we have a special guest here with us today. Where are you? Could I get you to raise your hand? Our pastry instructor emeritus, Miss Pavla Van Bibber. Pavla just recently retired, but she's never gone. She's made such a huge impact on our school that she will never be away from us. So Pavla, we just want to say we love you to death, and we're so glad that we had the time we had with you. We will have many more to come, okay? Well, graduates, as you move now to the next steps in your career, I want you to remember just a couple of things. Number one, that we're a family here at Escoffier, and we're here to assist you throughout your career, not just up until your first job after graduation. You know, right now, you know as well as anybody, the industry is badly in need of skilled professionals at all levels. So line cooks, sous chefs, executive chefs, whatever, you name it, we get calls every day. So as you go through your careers, don't hesitate to call us if you want to change, you want to move, you want to do something else. That's what we're here for. This is not just a one and done deal. We are a family. Second of all, by being a graduate of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, you have a responsibility to help the students that follow you. And, you know, like graduates, other graduates before you, specifically our keynote speaker today, it's a former graduate, I want you to know that you can come back. I'd love for you to come back and mentor or to help out other students who are going to school. But more importantly, we want you to hire the next generation to follow you. You're going to be in positions where you're going to be able to hire and create the next generation, and that's what Escoffier is all about. We want to be the premier provider of talent to the industry. So don't forget people coming up behind you and to mentor them. The bottom line here, though, is that the Escoffier legacy, it kind of begins and ends with you. So I want to thank you all for being a part of something that's bigger than ourselves. So thank you again. And at this time, I'd like to recognize some of you students who set yourself apart from the crowd. They're identifiable with the cords. And there's cords that are associated with honors graduates and exemplary attendance. So could I get all of the honors graduates and exemplary attendance students to please stand and be recognized? Well done. Today's first speaker comes to us via a short video. Michel Escoffier, the president of the Auguste Escoffier Foundation and Museum, and he's also the great-grandson of our namesake. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Michel Escoffier.
Hello, I'm Michel Escoffier. I would like to be one of the first to congratulate you on completing your program here at the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. I hope that you enjoyed your time here and are able to walk away with confidence and a sense of accomplishment. More than anything, you should be excited to begin your culinary career. Being a graduate from this school, not only will you have the advantage of a diploma under your belt, but also we have a lifelong commitment to supporting you with your job placement needs. I am excited for you. You should be excited as well. I wish my great-grandfather could be here today to see and congratulate you all. He would be very proud to see his legacy live on through each and every one of you. Congratulations once again and good luck.
I love you guys so much. I love y'all. So good morning, everyone. Wow, it is awesome to see your smiling faces here. Thank you for being here, graduates. Thank you, family and friends, for being here to support our fantastic graduating class. So we're all happy that you're here. This morning, it is my honor and it is my privilege to introduce our pastry graduate speaker. Brian has quite an inspiring story to share with all of you about the hurdles that he had to overcome to even be a student here at Escoffier. He took chances. He followed his dreams. Irma Bombeck once wrote, "There are people who put their dreams in a little box, and they say, 'Yes, I've got dreams. Of course I've got dreams.' And then they put that box away, and they bring it out every once in a while, and they look at it, and they go, 'Yeah, my dreams are still in there.' And guys, these are great dreams, but they never get out of the box. It takes an uncommon amount of guts to put your dreams out there on the line, to hold them up and say, 'Oh, how good,' or 'How bad am I?' That's where courage comes in. A dream becomes a reality in 4 stages: dreaming, wanting, planning, doing. Courage is that glue. If you don't have courage, you'll never plan well enough to actually do it. If you don't have courage, you'll never fulfill your dreams. If you don't fulfill your dreams, then you may not ever have the courage to dream again. So that said, it was a joy having Brian in my patisserie class. He was always calm, very upbeat, kind, courteous to absolutely everyone at all times. And yes, even courageous. You see, it's not easy being a pastry arts student with type 1 diabetes. However, he was never afraid to try new things and would even go home after class and tweak recipes so that he could provide healthy baking options for others. He set his vision on the goal before him, and he achieved it. So along with my fellow pastry chef instructors, the general education instructors, I would like for you to help me welcome to the stage our pastry arts speaker, Mr. Brian Comstock.
Thank you, Chef Tammy, and everybody here. Courageous is certainly a word for it, for sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Brian Comstock, but some of you may know me as Brialicious. If you know anything about me, it's that I am hospitable, that I love and I love to bake. If I've ever baked something for you, then you know that I feel that food is love. Sharing my delicious treats is probably my favorite way to show my love and to show you how special that you really are. I'll always remember making my mom's favorite angel food cake with her for birthdays, or making chocolate chip cookies with my dad. Mind you, they were the Pillsbury cookies, but still. And of course, I'll always remember my grandmother who sent her Christmas treats out every year. And this is where my notion of food is love stems from. Just being hospitable and just sharing kindness with others. At the age of 12, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I had always loved to bake, but as a type 1 diabetic, I just didn't feel like that there was a place for me in the culinary world. So baking took a back seat, really. Essentially, it was bad for me. I focused on my hospitality skills, though, and spent 20 years serving, bartending, and managing the front of the house. So I know that's the dark side of the business, as the kitchen folk like to say, but that's okay, because it's all about working together. Pardon me, I'm going to flip my page here. Excuse me. 1 year, a close friend of mine gave me the recipe book, Cookie Love, and it changed my world. This book had amazing recipes that a novice like me could pick up and bake something delicious, even though my presentation might have been a little lacking. I would bake the original recipe for my husband, my friends, and my family, and then I would try to replicate it using sugar substitutes for myself so I could also enjoy them. I definitely tried the sugary things, but, in moderation. I have to, have a base for quality, I suppose. But every time it didn't work out, though, I would try to figure out what went wrong and try again. Like many others during the pandemic, I seized the opportunity to pursue what I loved. And I had a friend who had recently attended Escoffier in their culinary program, and I loved her journey, and I loved watching it, and knew that this was the right place for me. I wanted to gain the knowledge to prepare myself to work in a kitchen or bakery, having been in the industry for 20 years, but not really in the back of the house. What held me back, however, is that I had never graduated from high school. I didn't have enough credits by the end of my senior year and moved back to Texas with my mom, and I was supposed to graduate the following year, but I continued to make poor life decisions and stopped going. A year later, though, I moved to Austin and left all of that in the past, pretended like it didn't happen. And being a service industry professional, I honestly never needed my diploma. I worked hard enough so that nobody ever needed to check, and often gained a promotion to training or leadership roles. But the embarrassment of not having graduated also meant that I lost touch with my friends and family in Maryland and didn't talk about my past. I had gotten in contact with Luigi in admissions, and he had told me what I already knew, that I would need my diploma or my GED to be able to attend Escoffier. So, after 6 weeks of very hard study, I had earned my GED, and I was finally enrolled in the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts. Thank you. So, obviously, all of my classmates either had their diploma or their GEDs, but if there's anybody in the crowd who doesn't and may feel like it's too late in their lives to take that step, I'm definitely here to tell you that it is not. Okay? Damn. While my story is not easy for me to tell, I do feel that it is important, and if I can inspire at least one person to let go of their past, make that step, and move forward with their future, then the anxiety of me sharing my story with all of you is worth it. All of this has been quite an experience, and one for which I am very grateful. This goes from the hybrid on-campus and Zoom classes to trying to build a strawberry Bavarian cream cake during the snowpocalypse, to being a member of Fight Club, which I'm not supposed to talk about. And for all of these things, I am grateful. I am thankful for the friendships that I made with my classmates, even the ones who dubbed me Pastry Dad. I am thankful for the opportunity I have had to learn from my chef instructors and my professors, who not only taught me in person, but also taught online at the same time, which, is definitely not easy to do. But they also listened to me when I felt that things could have been improved or how I could improve myself, and worked with me to find those solutions. I'm also very thankful for being able to complete my externship at Pariser's Bakery in Baltimore, as it not only taught me how to work more efficiently in a bakery, but it also allowed me to reconnect with the life that I had left behind. I spent 3 months away from home and family here, but I got to revisit the place that I used to consider home, and I got to experience the real fall for the first time in 20 years. There are so many of us here today, and even more of us online. All of our stories are different. However, one thing that we all have in common is how we had a drive to make a change in our lives, to come to school, to enhance our skills in the kitchen, to grow and learn, and prepare ourselves for our career paths. I am proud of you, I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud to call myself a graduate for the first time in my life. I want to take this opportunity to thank the people who inspire me to give my best every day and to do better tomorrow. To my husband, Tim, who is the embodiment of goodness, who is so kind and thoughtful to everyone around him, and has helped me with so many dishwashing nightmares. To my parents and grandparents who are no longer here with us, but would be proud to see me here today. And then to Tim's wonderful family for welcoming me into theirs and joining us today. To my family who joined us here today as well. All of my friends who are here, all of my friends watching from afar, thank you again. To my classmates, I wish to say that no matter what, no matter where life takes you and wherever you land, it is up to you to leave a good mark on that place. When it is time for you to move on to somewhere new, the most important question you can ask yourself is, am I leaving this a better place? And the answer should always be yes. Always try to remember to be hospitable. I would also like to thank Chef Robin for having so many wonderful chefs and instructors teaching here. Compliments to the chef. And thank you again for allowing me to speak here today. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. And now I would like to welcome to the podium Chef Miguel Almeida.
How's everybody doing today? So, graduating seniors, honored guests, parents, relatives, faculty members, it is my duty and honor to announce you to our graduating student speaker today. Okay? This gentleman is an outspoken individual with high morals, standard, discipline, and dedication to the craft. And I'll get into a little bit later on what I mean by that. While attending Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, he had lots of fun. Yeah, lots of fun. You know what I'm talking about, okay? As he sang, rapped, danced, into enjoying each class. Every single day was such a blast to be in class with you guys, all of you guys. I had the pleasure of being his chef instructor for 2 classes in which he showed nothing but respect, not only to the products as a great steward, but to his classmates, instructors, and peers alike. His military background, along with his life experience, allowed him to take his education seriously. Seriously. He came in every day ready to tackle the work from the easiest assignments to the most complex recipes, not only with the pride, but wanting, needing, and excel at each recipe. From foundations, or from his knife cuts of potatoes, to his most intricate artwork, the beer marinated pork tenderloin, which he dubbed Stairway to Heaven. His daily production sheet was ready and filled in not only with one recipe, with his entire menu. Every day he was ready in full uniform with his crisp white chef's coat, pants, apron, and hat. Never missed a day. Every day he will rally his classmates in a way that was very positive, and he always had a great attitude. Awesome attitude. Did I mention he would sing and dance? Yes, dance too. Okay? All the while producing their best dishes and entrees with the products provided with him and his classmates. If there was any doubt on certain items, he held no questions back, always asking, bring it. He was always eager to learn, prepare, and execute the daily menus as a team with each dish, making it bougie. Bougetity, that is correct. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. At the end of the day, he was also the force behind making sure his classmates all worked together and leaving no piece of evidence or equipment or kitchen dirty for the next class for students. Yeah. Well, general education, courses he at times doubted his abilities, but made a great effort in facing the reading assignments head on. He grabbed the bull by the horns, or in this case, the fish. Right? He would be hard on himself. It would be reread his essays, and or ask the instructors, "Is this right?" Okay. He was not afraid to question the lessons for his work, but he did just to make sure that his work was up to his expectations. His energy that he brought forth every day made it a joy to be his instructor. It was really an honor to be you guys' instructor. Okay. It is my honor with full respect, to introduce you to John Keone Del Rio as your graduating speaker representing the culinary student today. Don't cry, dry your eye.
Had to get my tissue. Okay, my speech is going to be more on the thankfulness. All right. Hello, and thank you all for taking time to celebrate with us today. Today is a very emotional event for me because I am the first person to receive a college degree in my immediate family. So please bear with me. So please bear with me if I get a little choked up or teary-eyed. For this reason, I had to cut out a lot of what I wanted to say to help me get through this. I am 49 years old and was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. Chee-hoo. I am a retired Army veteran with over 24 years of active duty service to our great country. I'm a proud son, husband, father, and grandpa. So now I ask myself, why am I standing here before you today? I have no idea. When I was told that I was nominated to be the speaker, I almost turned it down. Why, you may ask? Because I didn't want to write another essay. And to me, I thought this was writing another essay. So on that note about essays, when I initially inquired about culinary art school, I was under the impression that we would not be writing any essays or doing any math, just learning about cooking. That wasn't the case at all. There were a handful of essays to write and a math class that still has me wondering how a letter equals a number. But I got through it with the help of my classmates and awesome instructors. I can't speak for everyone who is graduating today, but my culinary experience was filled with memories to last a lifetime. And although my experiences, or everyone's experiences, may have been different, I believe that I have learned so much more than just cooking. Being in the military for almost half of my life, I will say my mind had to be reprogrammed. On the battlefield, mistakes are few to none. In culinary school, I learned that sometimes mistakes are new creations just waiting to happen. Culinary school is fun and challenged us to be as creative as we wanted to be. I heard someone say that cooking is an art, and not everyone is gifted with it, but everyone has the potential to learn it. Well, I'm living proof of that. Many of you have a great passion and drive for what you do, and I truly respect and admire all of you. We are also extremely fortunate to have been students of such fine professionals within this establishment, and I would like to thank just a few chefs and professors who helped me cross the finish line. Chef Lindsay Orton, whom I may say was my first instructor. You never allowed me to take shortcuts and always challenged me to always take it to the next level. Chef Tammy Barnhill and Chef Michelle Hall. Yes, you both taught me that baking is a science, but what I learned from you two is that it is okay to struggle, but never quit, because the end result may surprise you. Chef Brian Felicella, did I say that right? Cha-ching! You taught me that there are many people who will invest in you, but the biggest investment has to come from your commitment to the industry. Professor Felix Lujan, you helped me to get a better understanding of personal operations within the kitchen, which will continue to help my transition from Army life to chef life. Professor Sherrod Jackson, you never gave up on me, and you was my best math teacher. You made it so fun. Thank you. Miss Ann Derrick, for always lending an ear and always having great advice to share. Chef Miguel Olmeda. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. You taught me about the art of culinary art school. Plating is key. The higher, the better. Julia Child said, "You never forget a beautiful thing that you have made. Even after you eat it, it stays with you always. My Stairway to Heaven creation will always be one of my best plating creations." To all the other chef instructors and faculty members, I may not have thanked you personally, but I know that you have made an impact on many of these graduates sitting here today. So on their behalf, I say thank you. I would also like to give a big mahalos, thank you, to all my classmates for all your support and help along the way, but a special mahalos to Zach Johnson. From the start all the way to the end, you kept me going. Excuse me. You kept me going. Even when I was ready to throw in a towel, you were there to reel me back in. I would like to send a big aloha to my mom, Lynette Del Rio, who is watching via live stream all the way in Florida. Mahalos for always believing in me, Mom, and I hope I continue to make you proud. To my beautiful and lovely wife, Victoria, mahalos for being my rock and supporting me through all my brightest ideas. Without your support and encouragement, I would have not been able to complete this course. Thank you, babe. To my keikis, which are children in Hawaiian, Josiah, Jeremiah, Janai, and Gia, as you can see, with a little hard work and dedication, anything is possible, even at the age of 49. I'm extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to thank the establishment and my loved ones over this microphone. So before I close, I would like you all to please stand, and on the count of 3, please yell your loved one's or graduate's name and give them a big round of applause. 1, 2, 3. To my fellow, what did I start now? To my fellow graduates, I say dream big and never give up on that vision. We all have decided to work in an industry that is not always glamorous. Many do not understand how much hours and hard work and devotion goes into what we do. They only see and taste the final product. And at times you feel as if your hard work is not appreciated. Know that you have provided the opportunity to bring people together. Guy Fieri once said, "Cooking is about people." Food is maybe the only universal thing that really has the power to bring everyone together. No matter what the culture, everywhere around the world, people eat together. Congratulations to all the graduates, and may all your future endeavors be prosperous. Thank you all.
How do you follow that? Oh, man, thank you so much, John. So, today's keynote speaker is the executive pastry chef for Alfred Portal's Restaurants in New York City, Chef Katie Mitchell. Originally hailing from Austin, Texas, Katie combined her degree in chemistry and her passion for baking to forge a new career path. After graduating from the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, Katie worked for some of the top restaurants here in Austin. In 2015, she decided to move to New York to further her skills in desserts and chocolate work. It was at the storied Gotham Bar and Grill that she first worked with Chef Alfred Portal as the in-house chocolatier. Katie left Gotham in 2018 to be a member of the opening team behind Ricolt Dessert Bar, helmed by Chef Michael Lesconis. Katie was thrilled to be back with Chef Portal as his executive pastry chef on his opening team in 2019 for Portal Restaurant. Katie has absolutely loved her return to Italian cuisine. In addition to developing desserts for dining in the restaurant, she also has focused on creating a diverse bread program that is used across the menu. Would you all join me in welcoming one of our own, Chef Katie Mitchell?
Good morning, and congratulations to all the graduates today. Thank you to all the chef instructors and the Escoffier administration for the incredible honor of inviting me to speak today. 10 years ago, I was where you are now, and it feels like both yesterday and a lifetime ago. While food trends change year to year, the industry has experienced so much change over the last 2 years specifically that at times it seems unrecognizable to the industry that I entered with my own graduation from Escoffier. I graduated in 2012 with a solid pastry foundation, courtesy of Chef Tammy Barnhill, who was my own chef instructor. And I joined an Austin food scene that was still very much up and coming. Over the last decade, Austin has seen explosive growth and innovation, and now has a number of restaurants that could be counted among the best in the country. Today, Austin is an amazing place to find yourself, be it that you want to open your own food truck, run a pop-up a couple times a month, or work in one of the established restaurants in the city. There is no wrong path or wrong choice in how you direct your own career. I left Austin in 2015 to move to New York City, and every time I come home to visit, I am left in awe of how much it's changed. So, with all this growth and expansion, why did I feel the need to leave Austin? The answer is mentorship. You can't support this kind of change unless you have a variety of experiences and knowledge bases from which to draw from. While in Austin, I worked at an amazing Japanese restaurant, an upscale casual Italian restaurant, and a vegetable-forward new Nordic-style restaurant. Most of the time was all under one pastry chef, and I still consider him a huge mentor. After a few years, he started to encourage me to move to a larger city to take my career to the next level. He had moved to Austin from New York and valued the experiences that different environments can give. So I moved to New York, and moving to New York exposed me to the Michelin fine dining system. I worked for 3.5 years in a 1 Michelin star fine dining restaurant, and while I was there, I was a part of the foundation of a chocolate program that turned into its own business. I left there to be on the team of a dessert bar where we only did dessert tasting menus. That was all we served. And now, in my current job, I'm back in Italian cuisine, and in addition to my dessert menu, I've used this opportunity to expand my bread program to, honestly, probably too many breads. I love making bread, and I make a lot of them. With the pandemic, we've also had to add takeout and delivery and outdoor dining, which is definitely an adventure when your entire management team has only worked in fine dining for their entire careers. How do we plate this food in a takeout container so that it still represents us, our work, our time, and our dedication, but arrives to the guest hot and doesn't look like a complete mess, and we're reliant on someone that doesn't work for us to deliver it? How do we do food kits? What does service look like when you're only allowed outdoor seating and it's raining, or it's 20 degrees and propane heaters are illegal if you don't have the right permit? Which, spoiler alert, we and most restaurants in Manhattan did not have. It's been interesting, to say the least, and that is what working in restaurants is. Constantly coming across experiences and circumstances that you honestly have absolutely no idea how to tackle. And it's full of countless ideas and attempts, successes and failures. One piece of advice that I have for you: create goals and steadfastly go after achieving them. Your goals don't have to set the path for the rest of your career. If you had asked me my goals even 5 years ago, they definitely wouldn't match what I've accomplished so far or what my current goals are. Your goals are going to change. Relationships and opportunities are going to shape them. I moved to New York wanting to earn at least the sous chef position. There's that old cliche that in New York, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And whether or not that's true, it was important to me to have that experience and reach that position and work for that role. I'd been a sous chef in Austin before I moved, and I wanted to be one in New York. So I started working at my first New York restaurant as a pastry cook at the legendary Gotham Bar and Grill, and I worked for the chef owner, Alfred Portale. And I worked a lot, a lot of 6-day work weeks. I learned every role within the pastry department, from lunch service and bread production to dinner service and pastry production, to being the sole producer of our chocolate bonbon program, to organizing the production of our bean to bar program. And I was running the past 5 nights a week as our acting sous chef. I was never given the title for which I had worked so hard, so I quit. When I left Gotham to go to the dessert bar, I had no way of knowing that in less than 4 months, I would be back on a path to working with Chef Alfred Portale at his new namesake restaurant, with much of the savory team that I had worked with at Gotham, but now rising to the role of executive pastry chef. That hadn't even been a thought in my mind. I hadn't even received the sous chef job. Why would anyone give me the executive pastry chef job? But once that opportunity arose, I went to all the people in my life that I consider friends and mentors, including the amazing chef Mcarthur behind me, and posed the same question. This is a long shot. I haven't had a role like this in New York City, but Chef Alfred knows me. He's seen how I work. I mean, I think I can do it. Why not? And he's willing to give me a chance at a tasting interview. Should I go for it? The answer was unequivocally yes. What was the harm in trying? Even being given the opportunity for a tasting for a chef as storied as Chef Alfred in New York City was a huge honor. So now I had a new goal: earn that position. And I did. I still work a lot. It's about 12 to 14-hour days, most days. I still do 6-day work weeks. But now it's for me. My name is on the menu. Thanks. My second piece of advice is do not be afraid of failure. This is probably the hardest thing that I have to learn personally. My senior year of college, during one of the many pomp and circumstance ceremonies, we had a professor give a speech where his entire message was that we would be failing for the rest of our lives. Not particularly positive, right? And what a strange message to impart to 21 and 22-year-olds excited about graduating and ready to go out in the world and making an impact. Like that, I remember looking at all my friends and thinking, well, that's not gonna happen to us. Like, we're not gonna fail. We're gonna do all the things that we dreamed of. We're gonna achieve them. And as I look back on that statement now, I realize how much perspective matters. I'd imagine that many of you view failure as a total negative, a complete loss. I did too. As that 22-year-old ambitious young woman sitting with other amazingly smart and ambitious young women, failure was not an option I could entertain. To me, failure would have meant that I didn't work hard enough and I wasn't good enough. But failure isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's all in how you react. Over the past 10 years, I have failed a lot. I've had many dreams, ambitions, goals that did not happen. I have dedicated myself to ideas and pops opportunities that never became reality. I have spent years working on some of those ideas to only have them not happen. And would I call those failures? Yes, I would. But are those personal failures of mine, Absolutely not. Because with each new failure, I eventually picked myself up, got over my disappointment, and moved on to the next goal, the next idea. I was never given that sous chef role in New York. The very reason I'd moved to New York and put in all of those hours. But I've been an executive pastry chef for the past 3 years. So did I fail at the goal of becoming a sous chef? Yes. But I achieved something even greater. Because eventually what I realized was that I was investing in myself, my knowledge, and my skills. Whether or not the idea worked and the goal was achieved, I took something away from the investment of my time and emotions. I learned something new and valuable that I can apply to the next challenge. As long as you're working for other people, the only thing that you can own is your knowledge, your skills, and your attitude. That is all you are responsible for. And it is that thought that I would like to leave you with today. Congratulations on all of your achievements. I wish you luck on whatever path you take in your culinary journey, and I hope to see some of you gracing the kitchens of New York someday soon. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for taking some time to speak with us today. And on behalf of the Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, would you accept this crystal ice bucket? Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's proceed to the moment that we've been waiting for. Will the candidates of the Pastry Arts program please rise? And now I'd like to welcome to the podium Chef Robin Mcarthur.
On behalf of the chef instructors of the Pastry Arts program, I hereby declare that these candidates have met all the requirements for the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, associates and diploma programs in pastry arts, and request that such honor be conferred upon them at this time. Please make your way to the stage.
With high honors, Alana Muhlenbach. Kelsey Shreves. Dominique Turner. Jasmine Campbell. Dana Lemke. Brialicious Comstock. Gonzalez Daniels. Kayla Buchanan. Kira Bauman. Charles C. Nichols. Benjamin Rossier. Maya Smith. Michaela James. Ashley Moreno. Richard Rowe. Des Alfred. Brandy Mayo. Emily Tapuyo. Megan Duncan. Claire Fritz. High honors McKenna Scherf. High honors Zoe Prather. High honors Brianne Justin. Exemplary attendance Janelle Barillas. Exemplary attendance Claire Hollowell. High honors and exemplary attendance Emily Alvarez. High honors, exemplary attendance Hannah Martin. High honors, exemplary attendance Megan Baumbach. High honors Monica Ceja. High honors Amanda Hernandez. High honors, exemplary attendance, Najia Crawford. With honors, Rebecca Goodman. And here we have our associate's degree online pastry graduates. Tobias Anderson.
Wow. So let's have another round of applause for our pastry arts. And now, would our candidates for the Culinary Arts program please rise?
On behalf of the chef instructors of the Culinary Arts program, I hereby declare that these candidates have met all the requirements for the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts Associates and Diploma programs in Culinary Arts and request that such honor be conferred upon them at this time. Please make your way to the stage.
Mr. Eric Tovar. Seth Ortega. All right, with honors, Aaron Bowers. With honors and exemplary attendance, Elijah Carter. All right, with honors, John Del Rio. There it is. Come on down, congrats, man. Yeah. With honors, Zachary Johnson. Mr. Martin Cervantes. With honors, Frank Petmanwai. Congrats, my man. All right, Mr. Richard Brown. Miss Rebecca Hayes. Congrats, man. All right, Mr. Ben Reimers. Hi there, congratulations. Thank you. All right. Adamari Benjamin. Graduating with honors, McKenna Mayer. Congrats. Jose San Miguel. Is that attendance? Just honors. Graduating with honors, Sabrina Benavides. Mr. Brandon Valdez. Graduating with high honors, Mr. Andrew Castanon. Did I say that right? All right. Congratulations. Graduating with high honors, Clarissa Brown. With high honors and exemplary attendance, Mary Manning. Graduating with high honors and exemplary attendance, Lali Valdez Zamora. With high honors and exemplary attendance, Chloe Pullen. Good. All right, Mr. Dejan Wells. Brian Olea. Are you going to dance too? Congratulations. High honors and exemplary attendance, Haley Gwynn. Yes, please do. All right, congrats, sir. Absolutely. Preston Luzader. Graduating with honors, Ayana Vidal. Graduating with honors, Patience Watts. Congratulations. With honors, Taylor Atkinson. All right, graduating with high honors and exemplary attendance, Megan Maynard. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Jomar Thomas. Mr. Chester Banks. Miss Ashanti Lewis. Danielle Mays. Roy Reyes. Miss Jasmine Watson. Hi there. Congratulations. Good to see you. Avery Nycom. Graduating with exemplary attendance, Jalen Fortenberry. Graduating with honors, Michael LeClaire. With honors, Alexander Canode. Good to see you. Mr. Jaden Mitchell. Very good. Good to see you. Congrats, man. All right, graduating with high honors and exemplary attendance, Mr. Guillermo Jaspi. Hi there. Congrats. Exemplary attendance and high honors, Marilyn Morris.
Outstanding. So now, could I have all the graduates please stand? That's a good-looking bunch, I tell you. But under the authority vested in me by the Texas Workforce Commission, the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, the Council on Occupational Education, and the trustees and board of directors of Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, Michelle Escoffier, on behalf of the Escoffier Foundation and upon recommendation of the chef instructors and campus leadership, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective credentials for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations thereunto. And I offer you my sincerest congratulations. Please be seated. Chef Robin.
All right, guys, it's that time. Pull the toques out from underneath your chair, please. So, today you've completed an impressive journey. All of you are now culinarians and are indeed the future of our industry. But your learning does not stop here. That being said, I should mention that the toque blanc is not just a hat, it's a true symbol of learning. The history of the toque goes back to ancient times, where chefs were considered educated people because they learned how to read and convert recipes. You never knew that your production sheets had history, did you? Intelligence was seen as a luxury of the wealthy, so when the uprisings occurred, this put targets on the chefs' backs, and they sought shelter in churches and monasteries. There, they donned the wardrobe of the clergy, including hats, which became the toques that we know today. Another example would be when Henry VIII found a hair in his food and immediately had his chef beheaded. The replacement chef learned quickly the value of a good head covering and gladly kept his in place while cooking for the king. It is also believed that the modern toque's 100 pleats represent the 100 different ways a chef has learned to cook an egg. Today, the toque blanc remains a symbol of knowledge, professionalism, and authority, mostly due from the efforts of our namesake, Auguste Escoffier. He helped turn the uniform and the toque into the symbols of a highly respected profession in our society. I have a question for all of you here, not just the culinarians. How many of you are in a relationship? What would you say makes that relationship work? The reason I ask is because I see a chef's connection with our industry as a relationship. There is definitely a spark of passion to get the chef started in the kitchen, but it requires dedication to maintain that relationship. Dedication connects moments of passion together. You simply cannot have one without the other in a fruitful relationship. Ongoing learning is a cornerstone of dedication in the culinary industry, and it is that lifelong learning that sustains the passion. I guess my message to you, a future chef, is to never stop learning and challenging yourself. To those of you who are romantically involved with these future chefs, you should know that they are now married to the culinary industry. Now, to complete that bond, it is time for the donning of the toque, which not only symbolizes your dedication to the craft, but your transition from candidate to graduate. Graduates, please rise. Take your toque and wear it with pride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts.
How's it feel? Yeah? Awesome. Well, once again, on behalf of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, we congratulate you and we wish you a very prosperous career. You are now part of the Escoffier family for life. So everyone, like I said before, you know, the Escoffier legacy begins and ends with you. We're all a family. And now it's time for everybody. Let's celebrate. Congratulations. Thank you all for coming, okay?